Good evening, Mr. Decker.
Hey, Mr. Nolan, how are you?
I am doing great. We
All right.
are
I just-
excited.
We're excited. I'm
Today.
not. I got like this. The internet is unstable message all of a sudden. I'm like, are you?
You did?
Yes.
Of course you are.
Been freaking working all day long here and no internet problems. But
Now it's
everybody-
lagging. Tell the kids to get off their.
Get off the phone. Get off this. Get off that.
Everybody turn off their Wi-Fi to their phones. We're on our podcast.
I need the Decker family to go in the basement, shut everything off, turn off all the
Go to
lights.
Applebee's or something.
Yeah, they could do that too.
So how's the weather out there?
Hey, we're 64 degrees right now, my brother. 64
Sunny and
degrees.
65. I think there's a song.
And it's yeah, you said that last time. And it's
Yeah.
raining. It's not sunny here, but it's
Oh.
raining. 60, actually it's 61 degrees now. So
Well,
how
we
about over
have
there in the wonderful state out in God's country? What's going on?
Yeah, we are getting a lot of the white stuff. Actually, we're far enough south. We're not getting the 10 to 15 to 20 inches that north of us is getting, but we're
Correct.
receiving some. We're white, but it'll probably be gone by the end of next weekend, maybe.
And you said on your way down to your sports cave, you saw an accident.
Yeah, it was a big accident. Like, well, it's that time of year, snow falls, icy on the roads, and people kind of forget it's been 6 months since we drove on icy roads.
Yeah,
So-
and that happens quite a bit.
It does.
You forget because we're all in a big hurry, and you try to drive as fast as you can to get to wherever you're going, and then the next thing you know, it's like, dang it!
Yeah, I know.
I just went through that stop sign. That's what happens sometimes.
Oh, is that a joke on me going through a stop sign? Is that
Oh,
little?
you know what? I totally forgot. So, how much was that fine? I forgot to ask you that. How much?
$40 and 2 points.
$40. So, how many points will they allow you? Like, if you get like 5 points, do you lose your license or what?
I don't know how many points it is.
Well, don't
I'm not
find
sure how
out.
many points you have on your license. I think when it's 2 points, they take points off,
Okay,
and you get so many. I think your license becomes suspended. You can do
you have to do
defensive
classes,
driving, stuff like
all
that.
stuff. So, have you been
I'm
through
not
that?
that bad yet. So,
Have you been through that stop sign since?
no, I've actually
Has your driving habits changed?
a little
since
bit.
you-
I'm still a little
okay.
irritated, but I still, it's taught me to stop a little bit longer
Okay.
because I did stop initially, but I'm stopping an extra second and a half.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess I understand that. I am
That's what I'll tell him in court, anyways.
are you gonna take it to court?
No, probably not.
I was gonna say
My lawyer won't. I can't afford him.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that expensive, but I mean
But if you would drive here, I would take it to court. I would.
well,
It's actually due in like 2 days,
that ain't gonna happen, brother, because I got a whole lot of work going on. So
and you'd come into a lot of snow.
yeah, I don't want to do that either. Becky was talking to her father, Gary, up there in wonderful Rugby, North Dakota, and he said it started snowing yesterday afternoon and it hasn't quit. And it hasn't quit since she talked to him about 4:00.
So you told him see you Mother's Day, or
Well, Becky will go up Mother's Day. Yeah, that's not. We'll go up for Christmas. We'll head up that way for Christmas, but it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.
yeah, it usually tones down during the. But yeah, so no. Anyway, the reason we're really excited, we do have a guest tonight
We do.
from another podcast.
Yes, Beer Belly Sports, and they are located out of Bemidji, Minnesota, I believe,
Minnesota.
right? Yeah, and so it's 3 guys, and we're lucky enough to have one of the gentlemen, Bruce, coming on here, and we're going to talk to him a little bit about how they got started, and then just some. They're big onto the Minnesota sports scene, so have a few questions about that. They've actually had some pretty they had Brad Johnson as a guest. I know that.
And you've watched some of their. I've watched 1 or 2 of their.
I've
shows.
I've listened. They don't.
Well, listen.
Yeah. I guess they were smart enough not to put their faces on there, and we really kind of don't know what they look like a little bit, but they're a good show. I enjoy their show, so we thought it'd be fun just to have them
they're
on.
purely Minnesota, right? I mean, that's their main talk is Minnesota.
Yeah, I believe they just talk Minnesota sports and seem to know a lot about all the Minnesota teams and kind of sounds like they're Gopher fans. I know two of the guys are Viking fans, and then one of the other guys is a Lions fan. So that will be a question
Gotcha.
on that. So
We have to ask him about the illegal fair catch, see if that was because Aaron Rodgers could not believe they called that. Did you see that video?
I did not.
Aaron Rodgers is like, I can't believe they called that. And I'm like, Aaron, it's a rule. He knows the rules. I mean, the guy's waving. You cannot wave guys away from the ball because it looks like it's a fair catch.
Right.
That's why it's illegal.
But
Aaron Rodgers felt that was the wrong call.
So does Aaron Rodgers really know the special teams rules?
Well, McAfee and them all were like, yeah, Rodgers, you go. It's like,
well, that's because Rodgers gives them viewers. Rodgers gets on there and I'll give him. He talks like he doesn't.
He's got enough
hold anything back. Yeah.
I mean, if we were Packer fans, we'd probably be still goo over him. I don't know. Maybe not.
I think we would be mad at him. Well, most of them are mad at him. Just like when Favre left, and then 5 years later.
And then we have the talk now that Aaron Rodgers is coming to Minnesota next year because Brett Favre did. He's taking the same career path as Brett.
Yeah. Yeah, won a Super Bowl in Green Bay and comes to Minnesota and chokes. Yeah. Who wants to do that?
Yeah. All he had to do was trip. That's all he had to do. But instead he threw a pick.
He threw a pick.
Yeah. Let's get it. What do we want to do first before we get Bruce on here? We got our top 6 NFC or our top 6 NFC would probably go quicker, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Why don't we go ahead and do that? And this week we're going to pick the top 6 NFC teams. So
yes,
like the
week.
Chiefs
After this week.
The Chiefs are not allowed in here. The Dolphins aren't allowed in here. So yeah,
shoot.
Yeah. So you better change.
All right, my number 6.
Yes.
I'm bringing Dallas Cowboys into the top 6.
Woo. Okay.
Gotcha. Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? And I brought in my own Minnesota Vikings as the number 6 team in the NFC right now.
Interesting.
Yep. And remember, these things can change as we go along. So
they usually do.
They usually do.
Number 5.
Yes.
Seattle.
You put Seattle
Seahawks on my number 5.
Okay. My number 5, they were my number 1 all year long until last week. I put the 49ers because I think with Purdy out, they're going to start Sam Darnold and they're going to lose again this week against the Bengals.
Big call there.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4. I'm not wearing it. This is a Nighthawk.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Detroit Lions, number 4 in the NFC as of right now, but as the season goes, they're gonna get shuffled out. I think
a little bit lower. Gotcha. Yep. My number 4, I picked the Dallas Cowboys. I put them at number 4. Still pretty good defense. Not sold on Dak Prescott, but I think their defense carries them quite a ways. So
all right. I moved San Francisco to 3.
Okay. San Francisco to 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I put the Lions at 3. We'll see. We'll see how they come back. They got the Raiders this week. I think they'll be able to beat the Raiders pretty easy, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how good this team is after it's got its butt spanked over in Ravenville. Okay. Number 2 for Nolan.
My number 2. Okay, remember now they just won a ball game.
All right.
Okay, they're going to work their way up through the ranks. And I know who you're thinking I'm going to pick, but it's not the Chicago Bears.
Oh.
But it's the Minnesota Vikings are the number 2 team in the NFC right now, as they are going to double up the Packers this weekend, 42-21.
Wow.
And Detroit Lion fans are going to go on the Monday night hoping for a win, because if they lose, it's all of a sudden it's a 1-game lead. So
there we go.
Yeah, Minnesota will be my number 2 team for the week.
All right, right on. So I got the Seahawks number 2, and looks like Bruce is in our studio right now, so we're going to bring him on here in a second. So I'm guessing that means your number 1 team is the same as mine.
Yeah,
Philadelphia Eagles.
The Eagles. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Go with the Eagles.
All righty. So Well, let's bring Bruce in. I'm going to add him on, and we'll go from there. So,
All right, sounds good.
all righty, there he is. Hey, Bruce, how are you?
Hey, what's up? Not too bad. How are you guys doing?
Oh,
Good.
We're all right. We're all right.
This is my first time venturing to another podcast, so be gentle. Very gentle.
We'll be gentle. We're just excited you can join us, man.
Well, we're in our rookie season, man. You're in like year 10 or something, aren't you? You're
Negative. Not even 1 year yet. We're 1 year would be like in November.
Is that what you guys are? Okay.
Oh
right.
no, and Matt's been doing it forever. I just joined in like November. So
Oh,
Did you?
gotcha.
Okay. Gotcha.
yeah. We started in what, March?
We always
May.
St. Patrick's. We started St.
Yeah,
Patrick's.
St. Patrick's. Yep.
Because we were drunk, Bruce. We just didn't have anything else to
that's
do.
a great start. That's a great
It
start.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Were you at least wearing green?
I think we were.
I don't know.
Yeah. We
I
didn't.
think I was
no,
wearing something Bears and he was wearing something Vikings. I think.
No, we were on the phone then. We didn't have the cameras and all that stuff. Remember?
That's
We
true,
Yeah,
started
you guys look set up, man. That looks awesome in the background. Good for you guys.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
designed it ourselves.
Yeah.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah,
Mine would
my-
be stick people. Mine would definitely be stick people.
Well, it was thank God my sister-in-law is very talented, Bruce, and she hooked us up on that. And then we had another gentleman, one of Nolan's friends, kind of did a little bit more for us. So worked out pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm not very tech savvy, so I was worried about joining this. And you were correct. It was very easy. I hit one button, bam, right in
here,
there. So.
and here he is.
Isn't it crazy? Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not very tech savvy either. So we're.
I know. He's like, oh, StreamYard. I'm like, oh, no, this is going to be an issue.
Yeah, I know. Piece of cake.
Yeah.
Man.
As we're sending viruses to your phone right now. Don't worry about it.
Jesus, Nolan, don't
All
be
in
doing
fun.
it. Guys,
More? Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
More.
yeah, more.
It already
viruses.
shuts
The
off every
iPhone's
10
already-
minutes.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. There you
See
go.
the battery draining right now. All right.
Right on. So, hey, Bruce, just we were just going to ask you a couple questions, and then we'll jump into sports. But how did the three of you guys like all of a sudden just say, okay, we're going to do it?
Well, I've been friends with Dustin forever, and Matt ran Beer Belly Sports for I don't even know how long. And I started working at Coke, and he wanted Dustin to join, and Dustin's like, I got a guy. So I'm a bit of a talker myself. I'm a little long-winded. I ramble on. So, he threw in a good word for me, and yeah, here we are.
Okay. All right. And so like Nolan and I, we're both dads. We both got full-time jobs during the day, kids, sports, all that stuff. So is the three of you getting together, is that a tough time, or is it you just know every same time every week?
Yeah, it's nice because in the summertime he does softball. Like he's still active. Matt is. I'm over that. I'm 41. I got rid of the slow pitch softball. I know that sounds terrible that I can't do slow pitch softball anymore. But
All right.
yeah, it's now we're doing it on Wednesdays, and that's just kind of the one day the wife lets me kind of go out and have fun with the boys, and and then the kids, the sports and stuff like that. I try not to miss them and stuff. But
Right.
I got one that's 12 that's into volleyball, and the other one's 8. Hasn't really decided what he wants to do yet, but
Well, he's probably hoping. Are you hoping football, or don't you really care? Whatever he wants to
I
do.
don't care.
Right?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Soccer, tennis, I don't really care. Just do
Or a
something. man.
podcaster.
Yeah.
Wait till he
He's
has
probably
his
funnier than me.
podcast as a high schooler.
Yeah.
Probably
there you
funnier than me. So
So now we noticed you guys have sponsors. Is it easy to get sponsors, or do you guys?
again, on the wrong end of this, you should talk to Jeffrey next week
Yeah.
because he's the guy that gets all the stuff. He just called me in to talk. That's all
Yeah.
he called me in to do.
So do you guys get paid to do it, or is it just kind of a fun thing?
I get free pizza from 7th Avenue Pizza.
Wow.
Better Edge gave me some betting money. Herberts and Gerberts pays Matt and Jason Brownhausen, so he gets some cash going on. I'm just there for the fun of it, just to try
There you
to
go.
live out a dream, I guess. When I was a kid, I wanted to be on radio.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. So that's kind of how
I dreamed big. I dreamed
Yeah.
really big.
and well, you guys got a pretty good following up there though in the Bemidji area, don't you? I mean,
It's decent.
yeah, you guys are. It seems like you get a lot of likes and a lot of views and a lot of listeners and all that sort of stuff.
I think
so
it's mostly those guys' memes. Dustin and Matt are great at making the memes. I do nothing with that. I again not tech savvy. I just I'm skating. I'm just like riding on their coattails. You know.
Oh, there you go.
They hit big.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. We keep saying we're better than the Pat McAfee show. Just ESPN hasn't found us out yet. You know.
Right.
Someday.
It's right there. The graphics in the background are phenomenal. You guys are right there.
Yeah. I just got to start wearing my muscle shirt and then
glasses and
all that stuff.
You should stand up. You got to stand up more. Stand up more.
There you go. Look down on the camera.
Yeah.
Well,
there you go.
So
look up at me. So
I forgot to tell Nolan this, but I think I told him earlier. I was at Mayo Clinic today, and I got a little some sort of not really a cortisone shot, but it was something different. The next thing in my knee. So like you,
basically.
Yeah, I'm 52. I'm 52, and my running days are long behind me with this knee that I got, and so I'm too young to get a brand new knee. They told me, but I'm not. So they just keep shooting cortisone and different types of drugs in my.
Did they
knee.
tell you the age? Like, what age do you get?
Yeah, what age is? Yeah,
I'm 10 years away. 62. They said they would start to talk about. Yeah.
Oh,
But
there's a countdown. There's light at the end of the title for this new knee.
And people tell me, like, if you just go in and tell them that you want the surgery, they should do it for you. And I'm like, I've done that. And they're like, nah, let's try this. Let's try this. And so
he looks too healthy.
They want your
He's
money.
lying.
Yeah, they want my money. And so this is supposed to take effect in 2 to 3 days. And they said, you'll probably get 15 months out of it. And then we'll do another one. So
what kind of running did you do? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, I played a lot of football growing up.
Yeah.
And then I did run some half marathons, 2 full marathons, and then a lot of 5Ks. And then I played a lot of softball, all that sort of thing.
So you're that motivated person while I'm driving, running along the side of the road. Then I'm like, oh
no!
Yell at him, say, "Put your shirt on."
I never, trust me, I never had my shirt off when I was running. I'll tell you that. It actually started out. I got a bunch of buddies from elementary school, and we still get together once in a while. One night we were having beers, and somebody said, "Let's run a 5K," and we thought, "Well, what a great idea!" And then you find out at the end of the 5K, they give you beer. And so it's like, all right, this is okay. You can handle this. But
can you ride a bike in a 5K? I mean, then I'm down.
Now, Bruce, I have a hard time driving a marathon, 26 miles. So I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Whoa, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I don't even know what a marathon is.
Yeah.
I know the gas station. I've stopped by one of those.
Yeah. There you go. I haven't seen a marathon gas station in a long time. They got them up north there?
No, I don't know. I've seen one a long time ago. It's kind of a funny joke.
So you're Matt. He's kind of the head guy there, right?
Yeah, Matt's the one that runs it all. And,
so
Hey,
he's
be
a
careful
lot
now, Matt. I think Matt's watching. I think.
Okay, so we don't want to say
He
anything.
commented. He
He's
said
an
you're cute.
absolute jerk.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
bum.
All right. So you're a diehard Vikings fan. We knew that.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And he's a diehard Lions fan. How do you guys
No,
get
he's
along?
not. Don't let him. No.
Okay. All right.
He's from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, I think, somewhere in that area. He's never ran the marathon, and he went with the Cowboys, but he got sick of being let down. So then he went to the Lions because they don't have any expectations.
Oh, there you go.
So if they win,
year.
they win. If they don't, they don't. This year now, but he's jacked. That man is jacked this year. He's very excited about his Lions, which he should be. You know, he's finally got a. And I mean, even if as a Vikings fan, the Lions have been so bad for so long. I'm okay with them even winning a little bit. It's nice that they actually can. The Honolulu Blue deserves a little bit.
Yeah.
Never won the North. The last time they won was like 1991, the Central.
That was their yeah.
Hey, trivia question for the both of you.
Okay.
All right,
Who was the last NFC North team? And I think this is correct. I might be wrong. Last NFC North team to be in the Super Bowl.
It's got to be the Packers, 2010. No, the Bears.
It's got to be the Bears.
Bears, 2006.
Yeah. Did the Packers
wait.
make it in 2010? Packers
Yeah.
made it in 2010.
When did it
Well,
Super Bowl?
Was it 2010? Are you sure?
2010. I'm 87.6% sure.
Yeah.
Well, then that NFC North rival Facebook page, somebody needs to get slapped.
Yeah, because
I got jacked up when I saw that. I'm like, yeah.
because the Bears with Grossman made it in what year?
Yeah. Yep.
And
Has
they
to
lost
return that
to-
opening touchdown.
Yeah.
And that was
They
about
lost.
it. Then Peyton Manning came out and decided to.
Yeah, 2011. 2011, the Packers beat the Steelers in the Super Bowl.
2011.
Yes.
Okay, well, see, that's always weird with football. It's like its season starts in 2010,
Yeah.
ends in 2011.
Yep.
So I don't remember when was the Bears one after that? That had to have been before, though, wasn't it?
That was
That was
before.
2006 when the Bears
Yeah.
went. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
So they had-
wrong. I didn't do my research.
So
No, they didn't do their research.
yeah,
Yeah.
You trusted the internet.
I
You
trusted
trusted
the internet. They
Don't-
let me down.
don't do that. Don't do that. Anymore.
But see,
I
we
was-
can't even argue about Vikings or Lions. I mean, it was either the Packers or the Bears. There was no other answer.
No, I wasn't even born when the Vikings were in there.
Yeah.
Because I
Purple
think the
People
Bears
Eaters,
made it in
like the
85 and the Vikings still hadn't made it yet.
Well, look,
Nope.
In my
We
No.
won
life.
it in '85.
well, I was alive in
We
'76.
made it to the AFC Championship game in '87. If
Yeah.
Darren Nelson doesn't drop that ball on the end zone, we maybe potentially get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
I mean,
have had some.
I'm a Vikings fan. I'm all about what ifs. I'm also a long-time Cubs fan too. So
Oh.
I've gone through suffering my whole life.
Well, there you go. Cubs are good. Love the Cubs.
By the
We
way, later on, we're going to have Gary Anderson on the show.
Oh,
love-
good.
About kicking.
Is he gonna talk about fly fishing in Canada? You gonna reel
Well,
in a fish?
You're not going to talk about kicking, that's for sure. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
One miss, you know.
So,
We
Bruce,
should've
you
made
guys.
that song. Oh,
Oh God, that was terrible. That was like the worst day of. I just remember talking to my dad, and he's in mid 80s now, and he's just like, I want to be alive when the Vikings win the Super Bowl.
That's my dad, too. Yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm
you're gonna be
16 in
100.
19
Yes, 170
60.
years old.
I'm 16 in 1998. I think they're going back again.
Yeah.
So 2009, I don't think it's a better team, but 2009 I think was worse for me because it's like now I'm older, you know, and it's like when he throws that interception, dude, like I think my soul left my body. I literally just dropped. I'm standing up and I just fell to the ground. And I mean, I'm not a small man. I'm quite. I embody the beer belly spirit with the beer belly,
All
and I
right.
just dropped like a ton of bricks. I
Yeah.
fell.
I think a lot of us Vikings fans did that day. That was actually kind of honestly, I quit watching football for a long time.
I can't do it, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
I went to the college world and started watching college football and just thought it was a lot of fun. But then Nolan's a huge Bear fan here, so him and I have always had that fun little
That's
banter
awesome.
back-
That's even better.
yeah,
Even
we've
better
had-
when you got a little give and take.
yeah, and he works for a radio station, and he got us on. He got us into the stadium. We were up in the press box and like seeing all these.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when Mike Morris was the superstar. He was up there.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh,
got
yeah.
down on the field, and sure enough, we got ourselves on ESPN that day.
Well, yeah, because it was funny because we got down on the field and we were pushed into the 10-yard line. Vikings needed to go, 90 yards for a touchdown?
Yeah.
With like under a minute and a half to go. And Chad's like, oh, we're going to get on TV. I'm like, there's no way we're getting on TV unless Randy Moss runs a 5-yard out. There's no way he's going to do that. Well, sure enough, he ran a 5-yard out, came within 10 feet of us. And
Yeah,
I
it
had
was-
my Urlacher jersey on. I should have just made history right there and tackled him. but
Tackle his ass. I'm sure
I
you
thought
would have.
about it too late.
I think it would have been the other way around. I think
I
you
know.
would
I'd
have-
have probably
Yeah.
broke my neck. It would not have been
Straight
good.
tackling, homie. Straight
Yeah.
tackling, homie.
There you go. That's pretty awesome. So Bruce, are you a football number one, baseball number one? You guys talk all Minnesota sports. So what's your
Football is my number one. I for a Minnesota guy, hockey came in late for me, which is dumb because I'm like 5'10", and I should have been like hockey number one. But
Yeah.
hockey is creeping in number two. I'm a huge Twins fan, and like growing up in Minnesota, like WGN was all over every station. So
Oh yeah.
in the
Yep.
summertime, there was more Cubs games on, or even Braves,
Yep.
than there was Twins games on for me.
I
So
agree.
growing
Yep.
up, watching that. So baseball's probably number two. Hockey 3. I mean, when I was younger, basketball was it. I used to love basketball. Kevin Garnett was it. That was the big ticket, was everything. And
Yep.
but now I'm not into basketball anymore. It's just, I don't know. There's so many reasons why. It's just a shooter's game. It's not like the 90s basketball where there was physicality and, they would drive to the hole. And I don't know. So maybe I just lost my heroes too in basketball. But basketball's probably 4.
Gotcha.
What about you guys?
Baseball for me has always been my favorite. And this goes back to like fishing with my dad and my brothers on the boat and listening to Herb Carneal, the old Twins announcer.
Yep.
And we'd be on Sunday afternoons fishing in the boat. Always, football is pretty good. Always been a North Star / Wild fan. But Nolan got me into basketball. So I'm kind of starting to like it a little bit more. And actually going to those Timberwolves games, there's some pretty good energy in there. I don't know if you've ever been to one or not, but it was.
I've been to one Timberwolves game, and it was in Portland. I went to the Vikings Seahawks on Monday night out in Seattle, and they just so happened to play on Saturday in Portland. So I've been to one Timberwolves game, not at Target Center.
Okay. All right.
Target Center is pretty electric. I mean, I give
It
them
was-
credit. They put on a show.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And then I've been to many Wild games, and that's a crazy arena to get. There's their light show beforehand and all that is just crazy.
I think that's the funnest sport to watch live. Honestly, hockey, the energy with the puck, and then everything's moving so fast.
Right.
It's so much funner to watch it live than it is. I mean, I love watching it on TV, but I think hockey for me is probably the funnest sport to watch live because it's not really that break. Like football, it's like you get that little pause in between.
And hockey, and this has always been my thing on hockey, is like if you sit behind one of the goals, you can see them set up the play as they go along, and they know where
for sure.
Yeah, and that's it's just so cool. My youngest daughter plays soccer, and that's kind of how they, I look at it like that, and it was just fun to watch her team grow as they learn to play together. And
the quick passing and not just trying to like kick the ball down there.
Kick the ball, that was before she started playing. It was like you take that soccer ball and you get it in the net. Well, no, there's a little bit more. There's a little more skill to it than that. But
that's it, though. It's all you got to do. Just kick the ball in the net, goal.
It's still the end result. That's what you want, but it takes a little bit more to get there. Right.
You have people in there trying to interfere with that.
Yeah.
So, you said you're a Chicago fan. How are you? How much excited about Bedard?
Well, are you talking
hockey?
For hockey? No, I'm still a Wild fan. Is what I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I like the Blackhawks a little bit, but I don't get into the hockey enough to.
Nolan's not a hockey guy, so and then he likes the Lakers as his NBA team.
Dodgers is baseball.
Dodgers baseball.
Don't ask me why I went all over the country, but
dude, you like what you like, man.
Yep. And the funny thing is, people are like, the bandwagon. Why would you go to the Dodgers? But I remember liking the Dodgers. I have pictures of myself with a pirate hat on when I'm in like 79, 1980.
We are family, baby.
I was going to say, is that the We Are Family?
Yeah. And then in like 1980, I've got pictures of like a Dodger hat. And then I think the Dodgers won the World Series in like 82. So I think it was Fernando Mania that brought me to the Dodgers.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was Walter Payton that brought me to the Bears. And it was Magic Johnson that brought me to the Lakers. So
my brother would be with you. He loves Magic Johnson. He will argue. I'm always like, and I try to get under his skin a little bit because I think Magic Johnson's probably the best pound for pound basketball player. I don't think he's the greatest basketball player, but
no,
the point guard
he was impressive.
To do all that, but Jordan, and then he just gets out of it. He just gets out of his skull. Oh, you can dunk the basketball. Oh my.
Yeah. Jordan had, both of those guys had some pretty good leadership skills too. I mean, they knew obviously they knew the game, but that I would wish, if you could go back and watch Larry Bird versus Magic and some of those live and some of those finals. I mean, those guys
to be a part of it though, live.
Yeah.
I've always said if Larry wasn't around, Magic would have had 10 rings. If Magic wasn't around, Larry would have had 10 rings. And they were just two legends that, man, I mean, growing up watching those guys, I mean, every game was fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
I got the highlights, but watching them and all the documentaries and stuff, Larry going up to somebody, I'm going to score 30 on you left-handed. And he did it.
And he
did it.
Yeah.
And he did it. Are you
kidding
me?
the USA one, when he was talking about how Larry Bird always walked out the back door of the hotels, he didn't like the limelight. And the Dream Team, I don't know if it was a 30 for 30 or if it was something else, but
They had a couple of them, yeah.
yeah, it's just cool watching, how the Magics and all them, they wanted the attention. They're like, hey, I'm going down the elevator. I'm going down.
Barkley's the
There's
one
like-
that went down the rhombus. He was like, he didn't take any security with him.
Oh,
Went
Yep.
down and partied in his little
Yeah,
tank
oh,
top,
yeah.
went to party in the rhombus. John Stockton got off the tour bus because they were stuck, and he was walking through, and he has like he met this lady that says a Team USA T-shirt on it, and he's got like his little, beast, the old back of the day, the cameras, are, over the shoulder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, who's your favorite?" She's like, "Oh, I love Jordan and whatever." And he's talking to this woman who has a shirt with his face on it. She has no idea who he is.
Oh, yes.
Zero idea who he is.
That's
And
crazy.
finally, Daddy, that's you. Like this kid says something to the lady. She's like, "Oh my God, you're on the team." Like nobody knew who Stockton was.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy. So, all right. Well, we're gonna put you on the spot now. So tell us
All right, let's go.
how are the Vikings gonna finish the year?
They got a good stretch of games coming up.
Yep.
It's winnable games, but it's the NFL, man. Anybody can win any week. But coming up, we got the Packers, which this game kind of scares me coming up a little bit because Jordan Love he'll throw the ball deep, and we blitz a lot,
Yeah.
and that's kind of a Christian Watson's fast. So I mean, if he can get over the top and he can get a little bit of momentum going, it kind of scares me a little bit. If Aaron Jones and Dylan can run against us, that's been an Achilles of ours because we can
Yeah.
run up in the middle against the Vikings.
Yeah.
So there's some winnable games, but regardless, we still have, even though our offensive line played phenomenal last week,
Yeah.
I think that was more Cousins not falling down. Like
So that's my thing on Cousins is he just like the week when he was playing Kansas City, you got to get that pass off no matter what. You can't get sacked on the final play of the game. And that's what he did.
So-
and it's like, you can't do that.
So where was the talk about, Kirk Cousins can't win primetime? And
it's
that's
go
a
ahead,
huge
sorry.
game. I mean,
Oh yeah,
to me, I think the Vikings, I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but, 2 weeks ago, they were talking Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
oh for sure.
I mean, it was just like, no, Vikings, you cannot think you're going to go for Caleb Williams. And I'm thinking at that point, I'm like, yeah, they're going to be battling out to get in the top or bottom four. And now you get Justin Jefferson back. I think they're an NFC championship, possibly
We
get
got-
into the NFC championship.
We got Jalen Addison performing very well.
Yep.
I mean that when he ripped that ball, like he got the one taken away,
Yeah.
ripped it back, 6 touchdowns this year.
Right.
And you get JJ back, and Hawkinson doesn't become Droppinson,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have a very good chance. And we have 2 games against the Lions, the Motor City Kitties,
Yep.
to come back from these 2 games that we're back now.
Right.
But
And
it's a week-to-week deal. I think I said at the beginning of the year, I said 10-6, 10-7, 18 games. Yeah, 10-7
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be right
at
around
the
there.
beginning of the year. 11 and somewhere around there. But they got a good stretch of games, and I think the defense is now starting to get Brian Flores' concept.
I agree on that. And
Do you
Bynum
think
intercepting
blitzing
those
too much
two
is going to
passes.
kill them down the stretch, though?
What's that?
Do you think blitzing too much is going to kill them down the stretch?
Even Aaron Glenn of the Lions defensive coordinator, when they started winning, he stopped blitzing as much, more
Yeah.
situational. And it's going to
Because they're
take a
like
toll. Like
57% or something
yep,
like that.
I think it's
Something crazy.
55. You're right around the area.
Yeah.
And like I said, like a guy like Jordan Love kind of scares me. He's not scared to throw the deep ball. He threw it up and he got picked last week against Denver. But I mean, they were sitting in zone. If we're in man to man, I mean, Andrew Booth Jr. has been playing good. Caleb
Yep.
Evans has been playing good.
Yep.
Murphy's probably in the slot if they got 3 wide.
Yeah.
And Hitman Harry, I mean, Bynum is fantastic.
Yeah.
And Metellus, I think, is really blossomed this year. But I mean, if you can get some one-on-ones on the outside against us, I think that's kind of going to be an Achilles heel. So that kind of scares me against a team like the Packers with like he just chucks it. He doesn't even care.
Yeah,
I don't think you have to be scared this weekend, though. I think
You
Jordan
don't
Love's
think
gonna
so?
throw. I think he's going to throw 3 interceptions. And you guys will be just right. You
I
guys
don't
are
know,
winning
man.
42-21.
yeah.
Short week after a big win. There's just something about it that's just kind of, like maybe just too much Minnesota sports for me. It just kind of feels like there's something there. I think I don't remember what I said yesterday, but I think it's like a field goal, and then and hopefully Joseph makes it.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, the 55. I mean, 55 is a decent, length field goal, but Robbie Gould's out there. Why are we not bringing him in?
I mentioned that to somebody the other day. I said, why wouldn't I was telling San Francisco, I was like, why wouldn't San Francisco or the Rams just cut their kicker?
Yeah.
Well,
Robbie
Gould,
Gould.
San Francisco drafted Moody, and I believe replaced Gould.
Yep. Yeah.
So
With Moody. So
they're
I'm like,
going all in.
yeah.
So
I think
And
the
they
Rams
lost.
could either sign him. I don't think the Vikings will ever cut Joseph just because he's been decent in the past.
yeah, he misses a couple extra points once in a while, but
Yeah, but then he's made a couple of game winners. He's
Yep.
got the leg.
yep.
So I don't know.
I
think it's
I
gonna
would
be a
not
fun
want to
ride.
be. I wouldn't want to be a kicker in the NFL because I mean you're man. That's like next to
Yeah,
quarterback.
you're
I think
either
the kicker is
man
like,
or
you're the one that everyone wants.
You're always in the important situation, and then
yeah.
they love you or you hate you. There's no
Yep.
middle ground. There's
Yeah.
no middle ground. And then if there is the middle ground, it's like, well, he didn't do anything that week. Kicked 2 extra points and made them. Good for him.
yeah.
I'd love to be a punter in the NFL. If I could just snap off a few punts, make
I
a few $1 million,
see. That's
not get
Put me at-
tripled up.
put me as a long snapper. I can go out there 3-4 plays a game and just snap it and get beat up, and I'll take $1 million. I don't.
Well,
know.
I'm
I'm
holding
telling
the
you-
clipboard. I'm the 3rd string quarterback. That's what I'm going to be.
They don't really have those anymore. Chase Daniels or Jim Sorgi have been my heroes.
Yeah.
Okay, like I love
Yep.
the Randy Mosses, but
Yeah.
these guys that have had 10-year careers and get garbage time and make
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And then they have front row seats to the NFL. These guys are the greatest.
Yeah.
Just be good enough to get drafted and not good enough to start.
And
Somewhere in the middle.
And pray for no injuries.
and
Yeah.
that's how we feel Jordan Love is going to be starting next year, is what we're thinking, that he's going to be that guy.
I mean, do they draft another quarterback if they get high enough?
Caleb
Or do they
Williams
stick
could
with
be
them?
going to Green Bay.
I don't
don't know.
I think he kind of gave himself a little bit of when he asked for team ownership.
Wow.
He asked for stock in
Yeah.
the team. That's
Yeah.
some soccer player. That's messy stuff. Right?
Yeah.
No NFL player gets that.
Right.
No.
Right.
I mean, look at the play. Tom Brady never even got that.
No.
So
But
yeah, I
did he
don't know
ever
how
ask?
that's going to work out. I'm hoping for the 1 and 2 picks for the Bears and Carolina, so we get the top 2 picks. But I don't know if they draft
Badgett keeps
Caleb
playing
Williams.
well.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. Now that he said that, I mean, I think he's got all the talent in the world.
yeah.
But you just lost to Utah. You just lost to Notre Dame. Put up some stinkers.
Yeah.
And now
So,
they're
I
talking
don't know.
about him sitting out the rest of the year so he doesn't get hurt.
That would even be a bigger red flag. Well, he said he can
Yeah.
make more in NIL than he
Well,
could on
that's
a.
his big thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Which
I
is
mean,
true.
They're not going to sit like Wendy's and Dr. Pepper aren't going to back a loser, right? Eventually, they're going to be like, we want this guy that's supposed to be the Heisman.
Right.
And if he's not in the Heisman conversation, they're like, we'll go for the Heisman.
Yep.
Yeah. Nope. I get you. So, all right. Well, we pick games every week, so we don't. You said you got a little betting money, so Nolan, you want to read off the games that we're
Better
playing?
Edge. It's on Better Edge. That's my
Bet-
money.
Is it okay? Gotcha.
But
just-
I'm broke.
Yeah, we just have some fun. We have this mythical.
hell yeah.
We started out with a mythical $1,000,
Yeah.
and you can see down below there right now. I don't know if you can see that. I'm up to $2,700 from the year. I'm up that much, so I've made.
Oh,
some
yeah,
good-
sure.
I've made some
Yeah.
good money, and poor
He's doing
Nolan.
good.
Poor Nolan. He's just kind of. He's
I
Wait
pick
for
with
that
my
streak,
heart.
man.
I pick with my heart more than my head. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
yeah.
You know?
I picked the Vikings last week to beat the Niners.
Well, there you go.
And a lot of it was hard.
Yeah,
I
You
took the
haven't
plus
beat
7.
the-
Yeah.
yeah. We both took the +7 on that, so we both got that one right. But
I think I went 24-20 Vikings winning outright. Just
Wow.
nuts.
there you go.
What did you pick, Chad? What was your pick?
Oh, I thought I thought San Francisco was just going to destroy them because I figured they'd come back and
After the Cleveland loss.
Yeah, I really thought they were going to just put it on. And when I heard McCaffrey was playing, I'm just like, you had said it earlier, the Vikings give up a lot of big runs up the middle, and McCaffrey's just a freaking killer. And
For a second round pick.
Yeah, we came to play that night. Well, I say we like I was there. The Vikings came and
we
Yeah.
came to play that night. Yes, we did.
they played a hell of a game. So I can't I was
Well,
wrong.
This
admit.
week, Minnesota's favored by 1.5 over Green Bay. I'm taking Minnesota minus 1.5.
I'm
too.
Me too. We'll all three take the Vikings there. So
Okay. Detroit, they are on Monday night against the Raiders. They are favored by 8.
That's a big spread. The Raiders have been pretty bad. And Garoppolo's still out, right? Are they going with,
I don't know if he's back or not.
he's
If
still
he
in
is,
that-
I mean,
I
you
don't
might
think
not
it
be able to
matters.
bet on it if Garoppolo's out there. But
Yeah.
I'm taking Detroit minus 8.
I'm gonna
I'll
take the
take
Lions.
it, especially after they got smoked by the Ravens.
Yeah.
You know that they're going to have a little extra. I'll take the Lions as well.
Dan Campbell's looking for some kneecaps to eat, so he's ready. He's ready to go.
All right, Jets at Giants,
Ooh.
both home teams. Jets are favored by 3.
Like I got to go to the Jets. I mean, Zach Wilson's been playing better. They're off a bye week, so I think they had a little more time. It's Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah,
Again, or
yeah,
is it Daniel
yeah.
Jones?
No, it's Tyrod.
Yeah,
Tyrod's
Tyrod.
there.
I think that he's actually a better option than Daniel Jones. I don't know why
That's-
they paid him that much money.
Yeah.
I'll take the Jets though with the defense. I'll go Quinnen and Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Jets too.
I got Jets. Yep. All right, here's a big one now. This is a big point spread as well. We have the Bears at the Chargers. Chargers favored by 8.5 in LA.
I'll take the Bears. I want to see what this Badgett kid's got. I want to see he did 21 of 27, didn't turn the ball over. Deontay Foreman's got a little bit of a resurgence going on.
Yeah. I'm gonna
And Johnson's coming back this week. That other running back.
Is he?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Caleb, they don't want Caleb Williams anymore, so now they got a motivation
Yep.
to win.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the Bears as well.
Yeah. So am I.
It's eight,
Just
it's
remember,
8 points, man. That's a big.
Everything that Bajent did last week, Justin Fields has already done it. Telling you. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So now we've got we're gonna go over we're gonna go Tampa Bay game, right?
Yeah. The
That's
over
right
or
now,
under.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's going on right now.
Yep,
So we
it's
do
over under. Bills are up 3-0. The over under is 43.
Oh,
yeah, over under 43. I'm
I'll
gonna
take
go.
the
You're
take the
going
over.
over? Okay.
I'll take the over. I think Allen's got something and Diggs got something to prove.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
over.
I wrote down. I'm gonna go under. I think it's gonna be a crappy game. I think it's gonna be like
All
a
right. Well, they just returned a kick. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
10 points just like that.
Did he wave his hand wrong? Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
The poison
Hey, it's
Peter.
the rule.
Yeah.
It is the rule.
Yeah.
And our other one is Colorado is at home against Michigan State. Over under is
No. UCLA, buddy.
Oh, UCLA. I'm sorry.
Gophers play Michigan.
Oh, Gophers is playing in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay. Colorado.
any one
at
of them. Sure.
UCLA, over 61.5.
It's college football. Sure. Yeah, I'll take the over.
I'm gonna take the over.
I'm taking you over too.
All right.
Not much defense, I think, in that one.
I can't make up much ground. And
Well, that's all right. There's always that week. So all right.
all right, one more question for you, Bruce, before you go.
Absolutely. Bring it
Series.
on.
World Series. What do you got? Who you got winning? And how many games?
Man, this Diamondbacks team is scrappy. I didn't think they'd make it. And the Rangers go hot and cold, but I'll go Rangers in 6. Unless the Diamondbacks bring out the old unit, the retro unis in one of the games. I'm just kidding. I'll take the Rangers in 6.
Now,
What about you guys?
I've heard Randy Johnson's actually coming back for this series. So I'm
What about Schilling?
yeah, I'm gonna take the Diamondbacks in 6.
Ooh, Diamondbacks and 6.
So Bruce, all year long, I always said the Rangers, pitching in Texas and that heat and all that, those pitchers, they break down. They can never make it as far as they want, and they've made it this far. So sooner or later, I got to be right. So I'm gonna
You're just gonna go with
I'm gonna go with the
average.
Yep, I'm gonna go with the Diamondbacks, and I think they're gonna win it in 6.
All right, I'm gonna go. I got a stipulation on mine. Okay, I'm taking the
retro jerseys
Rangers.
too?
Rangers in 6, unless the Diamondbacks win 4 games.
yeah,
Can I do that?
yeah,
That's a solid move, man.
That's a good
solid
move.
Dick.
D-backs in 6,
a
unless,
good
or
move.
excuse me, yeah, Rangers in 6, unless D-backs win 4 games. But
Right on. So
no, I think Seager's gonna be the World Series MVP.
Scherzer pitched pretty good in that last game, so
yeah,
he didn't pitch
Yeah.
for a while.
I
And that Jordan Montgomery for Texas looked pretty good. They don't do very well at home though. Who's the home? Who's got the 4 games? Is it the Rangers?
Rangers got
Rangers
that.
do.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll
Crazy.
be-
It's like the
it's the World Series that MLB doesn't want. I mean, it's
Oh,
2
for sure.
teams that are like, yeah,
we said that yesterday. It's the World Series that nobody wants.
yeah,
And yeah, the Rangers. That's weird. The last series against the Astros, every road team won.
yeah.
It was
yeah.
like the opposite of the Twins winning.
right, yeah. When the Twins
But
went
I
on.
don't think I would have watched the World Series if it would have been the Astros Phillies. I really don't.
No,
No,
I hate the Phillies. Obviously,
Yep.
2017.
The Asterix, I don't watch those guys.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't bang on garbage cans.
Quit bringing up the memories, man. That's
I'm sorry, man.
too soon. Too soon.
That was
I
the Dod-
apologize. You
Yeah,
know,
that was the
it's a dark
Dodgers.
time for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, Bruce, we can't thank you very much for coming on,
Yeah.
man. And so for all of our listeners, check out Beer Belly Sports. They're on Facebook and they do a weekly podcast. And you guys talk a lot of Minnesota sports. That's about it, right? And you,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and then any national stuff that
yeah,
comes
you
up.
kind
and
of
then
dabble in that, yeah.
the
So
second half is kind of dick and fart jokes. We
Is
like
it?
to have a
Okay.
little fun.
all right. So, but yeah, we appreciate you coming on, man. And did he just leave?
Oh, he
Something
might have been.
happened. He might have hit the wrong button or something.
There you go.
There he is.
There he is.
Yeah.
I can't see you. My old lady just called me, so I got to bounce, guys.
All
Okay,
right.
later.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks.
Hey,
Yeah.
anytime you guys see me again, give me a text, guys. Have a great night.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Take care, buddy.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look pretty good.
Yeah. Good guy. Good guy.
I'm not going to
Kinda-
gain much in the picks
Well,
next
you
week.
Yeah. Next week. You pick the games.
Well, we got 100.
I was
Bucks on the
teetering
World
on the
Series.
yeah, I was kind of teetering on the Giants because they've looked a lot better with Tyrod, but I don't know. The
Yeah.
Jets got a pretty damn good defense, so let's go with that. So
I do.
all right. Well, how about the rest of the picks? We'll do those. I'll read them off. I got the
Buccaneers
Jaguars.
are driving.
Are they? Okay.
Hold on. Okay, rest of the picks. Here we
Yep.
go.
Got Jaguars versus the Steelers. It's at Pittsburgh.
Going Jacksonville.
That's who I got circled here too.
Okay.
Eagles versus Washington. Washington gave 'em a good game last time, but I'm going to take the Eagles on that
Yeah.
one.
Philadelphia.
Yep. Okay. Rams versus the Cowboys.
Rams versus the Cowboys.
I'm going to take the Cowboys on that
Yeah,
one.
I got to go Dallas.
Okay. Falcons versus the Titans.
Atlanta.
Titans, you're going to take Atlanta. I'll take Atlanta too.
Anybody that plays the Titans, I don't think have a.
Well, Tannehill's out. So this could be actually a pretty good game. Patriots versus the Dolphins.
I'm taking Miami plus 21.
is that what they're is that the
I don't
line
know
or
what
what?
the spread is, but I'm just going to buy the points 21.
Okay,
so-
okay. I'll take the Dolphins as well. Saints versus Colts. I am going to take the Colts on this one.
Good. And I'll take New Orleans.
Okay. Texans versus your second favorite team in the NFL, Carolina Panthers.
Let's go Texans.
Go Texans. There you go. The Browns versus the Seahawks. I'm going to take the Seahawks on that
Yeah,
one.
Seattle.
Yep. Bengals versus 49ers. I made my pick earlier. I don't know if you remember, who did I say?
You went Bengals.
I went with the Bengals.
I'm going to go San Fran.
Okay. Chiefs versus the Broncos, my man.
Chiefs by 28.
Oh God, you're gonna buy those points. And the Ravens versus. Oh, I'm sorry. I will take the Chiefs as well on that
Thank
one.
you.
Yeah. And then the Ravens versus the Cardinals. And I'm gonna take the Ravens on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not going to be too many exciting games this weekend.
Yeah. It. Well, the
Other
Vikings
than Minnesota, Green Bay, if that stays close, it'll be good. But I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of ugly ball games this weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
And in college.
And in college. So, all right.
Yeah.
You want to predict the Gophers? They're going to beat Michigan State?
Yeah.
Do you think they are?
Yeah. What's their
Michigan
favorite?
State? Yeah, they're probably favored by 3 or so.
Bucks missed a 50-yard field goal, by the way.
They did hit one?
Missed it.
Oh, okay. Told you it's going to be under. It's under, brother. It's under. I am going to. I think Michigan State's going to win this one. I think the Gophers are going to have that hangover from beating Iowa.
Let's see here.
I hate to do it because I love my Gophers, but I just think that they're gonna.
All right, so let's put that in the money bank.
No, let's not.
Yeah, Minnesota Gophers money line.
What's the point spread?
7.5
For the Gophers?
Yep. And you're taking Michigan State.
I'll take Michigan State.
All right, money line.
Are we doing? No,
Yeah.
that's fine. So
Yeah,
you taking
we'll
the
do money
Gophers? You taking the Gophers?
Taking the Gophers, yeah.
Well, where's the game? I apologize. I think it's in
That is
Michigan.
in Minnesota.
Ugh.
Signed, sealed, delivered. You got it. You've got Michigan State.
I'll do Michigan State.
Yep.
Okay. There we go.
Be a man.
All right.
Make your picks, right?
Why not? I got a pretty good lead on you. I can lose.
Yeah, you could afford to lose like $800 this weekend, and you're still up 800.
Anyways, there we go.
So, 2 NBA games going on tonight. Suns at Lakers, 76ers, Bucks. Bucks leading by 11 right now. Bucks are going to be good.
Bucks with Damian Lillard. Yeah, so that'll be pretty good. Timberwolves lost last night to Toronto, but they played a pretty.
I watched the Suns
Warriors.
Suns Warriors game last night. That was pretty good.
Did the Warriors end up winning that one or not? That was the first night. Lakers got beat by the Nuggets, and then it was the Suns.
Yeah, and that was more expected than anything.
Yeah.
Last night I watched it, but I turned it off before it was all the way over. Why?
I don't know. Because you were tired. You needed sleep.
I was tired.
It was terrible tired.
That's terrible. Oh, Suns won by 4. That's right.
Okay, gotcha.
And that was
Against the
2 nights
Warriors?
ago.
Against the Warriors?
It's the Warriors.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. Well, they got Durant. Booker.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they had Durant.
Yeah.
Whoops. See, I haven't been paying attention, brother.
Yeah. Well, once we get toward the All-Star break, we'll start
talking a little NBA.
Yeah.
I can handle that. And then because once we get close to the All-Star break, that's February. That means spring training's right around the corner. Brother.
That's right.
Yes.
And then so we got to change the dollar figure. You'll be at 2,600. I'm at 1,500 because I took the under for an hour tonight, and you took the over. So
no, we never did that. We
did. Don't you remember this afternoon?
No.
Yeah. It was about 2 this afternoon.
Did I wake up from a nap?
I don't know. You sounded a little groggy, but
yeah. Sack. Anyways, all right, my friend. Tomorrow you got that Farm and Home show. So if you're in the Heidegger area, check it out. Have a good time. Looks like they got Nafla soup and chili.
Nafla soup and chili, and then in the afternoon we have B&E barbecue.
Oh, there you go.
They have pulled pork and brisket.
Nice.
That's good. It's good stuff.
I better see some pictures, my man. So.
Oh yeah, we'll send you some. I'll do some snaps as different characters.
Just no more like you sent me today, brother. Kind of makes me feel like you don't like me when you send one like that.
Well, I'm just retaliating.
Oh, come on, man. What are you talking about?
Well,
what are you talking
about? Do I need to start
about?
Saving your post?
What are you talking about, brother?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to start saving them.
Hey, get a good night's sleep. You're going to have to get up and shovel tomorrow because you're going to have about 7 inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit on the ground.
So get yourself home, get yourself safe, and
Yep.
we'll talk to you later, my
I'll be
man.
walking all day tomorrow, so I'll get a rest.
All right. Oh,
PR
and then
work.
we did get Matt Geffrey. That's part of the Beer Belly Sports. Sorry, Matt, if I slaughtered your name. Said he's cute.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's talking to me or to you.
No, I think he was talking about Bruce.
Was he talking about Bruce? Right on. Right
Bruce.
on. So, all right. But
Yep.
again, thanks to Bruce. Thanks to Beer Belly Sports. Appreciate you guys coming on, chatting a little bit. And
Yeah, share us, Beer Belly.
he already
Get
did.
some of your
We're-
followers.
Yeah, he's already got us shared. So we're good. But all right, brother.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
All right. Enjoy the football game tonight.
Yeah. Be good, my friend.
Yep. Later.